Who are you talking to? Welcome to those who are in the chat. My readings are by donation. There is no specific amount. The more you donate, the more information you will receive. And if you donate 20 or more, you get to choose which deck you want to use for your reading, whichever one calls out to you. And if not, then I will just use the cards that I usually use on my channel. Okay. So the more information and questions you have, please make sure your donation matches that energy. Okay. I accept PayPal, what do they call that shit? Chime, Chime banking. And I also take Apple Cash. Okay, so if you send by Chime, please let me know, that way I can go check, because it's not gonna just pop up. How do you use Apple Cash? It's very simple. Everything is posted in the pinned comment. My Apple Cash is that email that you see. Um, you input that like you're sending a text message on your iPhone. Put the email. Put my email. And then you're going to see the cash button. It's going to ask how much you want to send. Now, if it comes to when it comes to setting it up, you probably you need to go through Wallet, and that's how you set it up on Apple. I'll put your debit card and stuff. Yeah, please don't complicate things. It's Apple Cash, okay? It's very simple. Um, oh no. Super Chat is through YouTube. Apple Cash is through Apple, okay? I do not take Super Chat. If you send by Super Chat, I will not be able to give you a reading because I am not taking that at all. It's only 3 methods of payment that is being accepted that has been posted in the chat. Hello, Gia. And he said, give me that charger.
Huh?
Where's the charger for the iPad?
It might be in your room, or
No, you have it in your room. Bring it over here.
okay.
Am I good? Define what do you mean by am I good? I've been reading tarot for basically about 12 years now. So, what do you mean by good? But I do time frame questions if that's what you're asking. Yeah, I'm not sure why someone who um I mean, I have timing cards as well. Okay, so it's not ooh. But yes, I can, do the timing questions. But if you looking for a specific date, like December 1st, 2020 something, no, I don't do that. I just give you like a rough estimate of a time frame. Okay, Anissa,
Yes.
close your door and close my door.
Okay.
Guys, keep in mind $20 or more, you can choose your own deck. Okay. The more you donate, the more detail of an answer you receive. So please keep that in mind when you are sending over your donation, especially if you have multiple questions. Okay. Thank you to those who hit the like button. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Okay, what is your question? Okay, I need that person's name. Aaron. Angels, when is Gia gonna hear from Aaron, please? When will Gia hear from Aaron? When is Aaron going to contact Gia, please? When is Aaron gonna contact Gia? So I feel like he's gonna contact you in Leo season. We are already Leo season. Okay, so anytime between now and the end of Leo season. But I do feel like I'm not gonna say 4 days. Could potentially be within 4 days. But I also have the number 8. So this could be the 8th of August. Okay, he could contact you within the next 4 days. That makes sense. Um, I have 4 days, so they were August 4th. That's the 8th. Um, he could contact you, within the next like 3 weeks as well. Okay. So, but it's gonna happen within Leo season. You have all these Leo cards coming out. Queen of Wands, Strength, and the Four of Wands. Well, Four of Wands is Aries, but Strength is Leo. So it's right around the corner, okay? And he's gonna contact you. You're welcome. I'm also hearing the 14th or the 18th. Hi, babe. How are you? Aw, my love showed up. I am good. How are you? Mm? Ah. Hope you're doing good. Hit up the Benjamin. Ah! I had a coworker try to steal my whole week of work hours for some reason. Yeah, that is crazy. Stealing work hours is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. Okay, Gia, what's your question? Guys, please, as soon as you come in here, read exactly what's at the top of the screen. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. I can't repeat it for every single person that comes in here. That is very tiring, okay? Everything is posted at the top of the chat, all right? It also says that in the title to look at the pinned comment for details on how to get a reading. Will he be honest about... Okay. Will Aaron be honest with Gia about why he's been silent? Will Aaron be honest with Gia about why he's been silent? Is Aaron going to be honest about that? Cards fell on the floor. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Wands reverse, Four of Wands reverse, and a Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, is this someone that you're in a relationship with, or was it a breakup? Is he a new person? Because I feel like I want to say the answer is no, because I feel like he wants to avoid an argument. Because I kind of feel like if he tells you, you guys might get into an argument and he doesn't want to argue. Okay. But I do feel like it may have something to do with some kind of interference here from another person. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you like that. Um, but is he gonna just come and tell you directly? No, I don't feel like he's gonna tell you. Okay. And y'all, you can definitely use. I thought I had you as a moderator, John. You're not a mod? What the hell? You need to be a mod. Okay, Jennifer, so I got yours. For those of you who don't have PayPal, Chime, or Apple Cash, you can do like Jennifer did and send using my website. Okay, you could just put in your credit card using my website. How did John feel? You can go ahead and choose your deck, Jennifer. Please make sure your donation is matching the amount of information that you need, especially if you have like multiple questions, okay? I think Boop left. Okay. All right. How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip? How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip? Ooh. It's a whole lot of cards. How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip, please? How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip? Has he responded to you? How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip? High Priestess. I feel like he definitely no, we cannot. We already you said the first one and I've already pulled the cards. So I need you to tell me if this is somebody who texts you back or not. Or did he like respond after that? How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip? Ace of Pentacles. How did John feel about Jennifer canceling the trip, please? How did John feel about it? I feel like he's somebody who's pretty intuitive. Okay, so I feel like it's saying that he used his intuition. He kind of already knows why you did that, why you canceled it. He knows the truth. I can't say he's mad. I don't see that in it, like he's just mad or something. But I do feel like he used his intuition and he kind of already knows why you canceled it. Okay. But I do. Did you tell him why, by the way? So if you told him why you canceled it and whatnot, I mean, I feel like he's taking that for the truth. Okay. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, because I was picking up on this energy of him being very intuitive. He said he's a Cancer, so it makes sense. Did you tell him why you had to cancel, or did you just cancel? You've been told that you have crazy energy. You're a Gemini, honey. That's the norm. Yeah, so I feel like the spread since you told him this is him kind of already like he feels like he's able to trust the reason why you said that you're canceling. Okay, so it's like he doesn't feel the need to um I just feel like he just wants you to obviously be honest with him. And I feel like intuitively he feels like, okay, yeah, so okay, well, she's being honest, so and that's that. But yeah, I don't really see him making a big deal out of it or anything. All right, did you have another question about him? I don't want you to think that he's overthinking it. I don't feel like he is. I don't see him being upset or anything negative, okay? Where is Eli? No, you cannot do whatever comes out, okay? Because we're going to be here all day. I operate based on questions. I think you on vacay, boo. For real? Well, I mean, you canceled the trip, Jennifer. So, I mean, maybe that would have been his way of trying to mend things, but you canceled the trip, honey. Why did you do that? Is John gonna try to mend his relationship with Jennifer? King of Swords. Is John gonna try to mend his relationship with Jennifer? Three of Wands. Yeah, that's one thing about Aries, they definitely will um, put themselves first in many situations, so I'm not surprised. All right, well, John will try to mend his relationship with Jennifer. Is John going to try to mend that relationship with Jennifer? Kaloka. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like he will try to. Okay. Um, Bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles, so that's a good sign. I don't know exactly what he did, what he didn't do here, But I feel like it starts with seeing you face to face. He feels like he needs to talk to you in person. He wants to see you in person and talk about this. Okay. And I think there's something about the foundation of your relationship, like being decisive, being clear, setting certain expectations. Okay, so um, truthfulness could be playing a part here as well, Jennifer. So I do feel like honesty, clarity, decisiveness, stuff like that is, perhaps how he's approaching this relationship with you. Okay, going forward. Never met in person. Okay, so this is what I was just telling you about how it starts first with meeting up. He wants to see you face to face. Now, if y'all can't make that happen, because it takes two to tango, then there's nothing I can do about that, Jennifer, honey. Y'all gotta see each other first. So I do feel like that's kind of where he's at with it right now. And then I'm like, why would you cancel the trip if y'all was supposed to see each other? You know, not meeting in person. I mean, that makes sense if he's gonna be hot and cold. I mean, y'all gotta see each other. I do feel like he still wants to see where things can go with you, but he feels like y'all have to see each other first, okay, and go from there. So I'm not sure why, realistically speaking, why you would think that it's on him to just mend the relationship when you canceled on him. So I mean, what relationship do you guys even have? Okay. I feel like he wants things to move forward, like he wants to see you, and then go from there. Okay. Apparently, that's a big thing for him. I'm not sure why you guys been together for 8 months and haven't seen each other yet. And I feel like the King of Swords is him being honest with you. So he may tell you that, like, hey, to be honest with you, I gotta see you first. We gotta meet. Okay, so that's what I was talking about with the whole, with the truthfulness and whatnot. Jennifer, I'm sorry, baby, but that don't make any sense. Yeah, but at the same time, you have to understand, some people they want to see each other. They want to see you first. Okay, so y'all got to be able to meet in the middle here. So are you saying you've been doing that for 8 months straight all by yourself? How will things change for Jennifer and Aaron after they meet up? How will things change for Jennifer and sorry, John. I think I said Aaron. Oh, you made it seem like you guys are on two separate um two ends, like the end on two different sides of the earth. Alabama, you guys are in the same country. Okay, so let me repeat myself. So I'm saying for the last 8 months, are you saying that you've been the one that's been always reaching out? And if yes, why would you let it go on for 8 months? Yeah, I already corrected myself. I said that, I said Aaron by accident. But yeah, so how will things change for Jennifer and John once they meet in person? How will things change for Jennifer and John once they meet in person? But I'm gonna tell you something. Like I feel like the way he's approaching your connection, Jennifer, it feels like it's very like, let's just see where things go. Okay, it's just not even like he's fully being like intentional with it. Okay, like he has serious plans for you right now. I don't feel like he does. I feel like he's just seeing this as something that he's exploring. Okay, and I mean after 8 months, you know, how things change for Jennifer and John once they meet in person. 10 of Swords. Two of Swords reverse. I don't know. I still don't really see. I do feel like he may still be flighty. Okay. And the problem is, like I said, it just feels like he's approaching this connection more as out of curiosity and not really being intentional. Okay. So I wouldn't expect too much effort from him in terms of like him really making moves towards you. Okay. I feel like after you meet up with him, he may check up on you a little bit more often, but I'm not fully getting this full commitment from him. Um, it just feels like he's still kind of, yeah, breadcrumbing you. Okay. Like it feels like he's halfway in and halfway out. Okay. That energy will still be there. Okay. So although he's getting to know you and he's all this extra stuff, it just still feels like somebody who's goddamn exploring and not necessarily being serious right now about things. Okay. About moving things forward with you. I feel like, I see all this flirting energy um, and whatnot. And I don't know, I really don't want to say this, but I wouldn't even be surprised because I know you said something about another woman. It could be somebody else involved, okay, for sure. Because his energy is giving like I'm in two places at once at the same time. So I feel like he's kind of using you um for that attention. He may be, you know what I'm saying, the flirting and stuff, but I don't really feel like he has a solid plan or serious intentions with you. Okay. Yeah. So now that we see how the dynamic may change or not change, then we have the full picture. Okay, so the full picture is that this individual, I don't really get intuitively that he's that serious. Okay, and Six of Coins, Queen of Coins, Two of Swords reverse could potentially be somebody else in his energy for sure. Okay, I don't know. He could live with somebody. Okay, I don't know if you've seen his place, like FaceTime. Ooh, or anything like that. But I wouldn't even doubt if he potentially has somebody at home or something like that. So he could be using you for that attention and that flirting and that type of energy. Um, and then, head on out and be flaky again. Okay. So that's a sign, obviously, if he's not being, you know, if he's not being like taking initiative and stuff like that, and you're the one who is mostly doing that. Okay. Because his energy show like, okay, well, I want to see her, but okay, so what happens next after you see her? That's the next question, and the cards clearly showed that it's still going to be this dynamic of coming in just for his to get his little attention, okay, from you. It's his ex-girlfriend. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, people can tell you a lot of things. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily completely rule out that he could even be living with somebody unless you've been to his house. Okay. So I wouldn't just say, oh, yeah, that's not it. Okay. But it just feels like there's somebody else definitely in his energy. Well, the reading that I did today for Gemini talked about just that. Somebody who's not fully, you know, locked in. Okay. Well, he can keep looking at it like that all he won't. You just not gonna look at him no more. Simple as that. There is no specific set amount of questions. This is not a personal reading from my website. This is a by donation. So if you have more questions than you already have, then you will need to send more money, okay? The more you donate, the more questions you can ask. You just got to make sure your donation matches that, okay? My website, that's for personal readings. So that $25 would have got you just 3 questions on my website, okay? And not that much information like I just gave you. But like I said, this is based on donation, which is why I gave more information, more detail. You sent more payment? How did Augie feel about the date with Jennifer? How did Augie feel about the date with Jennifer? He found it to be refreshing. Okay. He found you attractive. He felt a spark with you. He felt, chemistry with you and whatnot. There was, this whole passion and attraction type of feeling that he felt with you. Okay. So these cards are fire, so it doesn't suggest that he had romantic feelings at that time. But he definitely felt turned on by you. He felt attracted and all that stuff. Okay. Does he want to keep dating? You have the Lovers. I'm not gonna lie, like he felt like a really strong attraction to you. Yeah, chemistry. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. He thought about like sex with you. I feel like he really wanted that as well, but he held back on it. He didn't say anything, but he did want to connect with you sexually. Okay. Does Augie want to keep dating Jennifer? Does Augie want to keep dating Jennifer? Does Augie want to keep dating Jennifer? What is his sign? I got Leo here. I got another Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn. The answer to that is a little bit more complicated. Okay, because I feel like while he did feel a sense of comfort with you, he did feel sense of, like, yeah, I like being around her. I like her vibe, and whatnot. I feel chemistry, but I'm not really getting a romantic, like a strong romantic interest, or the strong desire to, yeah, pursue you romantically. It feels more like like he may be seeing you as more of like a companion, somebody that he wants to just kind of spend time with, but not necessarily under the pretense of like romantically dating each other, if you understand what I'm trying to say. um I don't know what it is about him wanting to keep his independence here. Capricorn, okay, I did say that. I feel like he's kind of showing up as somebody who wants to be single, who likes being single. I don't really feel like there's a strong desire within him to be in a relationship right now, or to even date, romantically date. Okay. So yeah, he's the type that he would go out with you, maybe, spend money, take you to lunch, hang out type of stuff. But in his mind, I feel like it's not like he's dating you, like he's pursuing this romantically, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's the answer that Spirit is giving here. So when you say date, Spirit is like, well, not necessarily date you, but definitely be around you and spend time with you and, hang out, that type of thing. Yeah. Okay. So even if you guys go out or something like that, you may get this energy or this vibe from him, like he's not necessarily romantically like involved with you. Okay. It may feel like you're going out to eat with a colleague or like a coworker, or just a good friend or something like that. Okay. Does Augie want to keep dating Jennifer? Five of Cups reverse. And Death. Yeah. I feel like he's not really trying to change his singledom right now. Okay, he prefers to be single. Okay, for sure. I'm getting like this bachelor energy from him. Okay. Yeah, you know how these bachelors, they like to live their life on their terms, and you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be any strings attached to anybody and whatnot. He likes to be able to come and go on his terms, and he values his freedom over a relationship. Okay. Augie's actions towards Jennifer moving forward. Augie's actions towards Jennifer moving forward. All right, so moving forward, you do have this Page of Wands energy. So this is spontaneous. This is the same card that came out with the other guy. Okay. This is spontaneous, flirty type of energy. So I do feel like he will get into these modes to where he flirts with you. He may even invite you out, or, want to make plans and stuff like that. But again, it feels like more of a curiosity and just seeing where things go. It's the same energy rather than being intentional with you. But the difference with Augie is that, again, I feel like he prefers to be single. So I don't really even feel like he's looking for a relationship right now, okay? But that's not even to say that he's even a player, okay? I don't feel like he's a player. I just think that he's just not ready for it right now, okay? Well, that's another question. If that's what you feel, then you can go with that. So what action will Augie take towards Jennifer moving forward? Yeah, so it looks like he's definitely going to be kind of breadcrumbing you here. Um, it's the same energy from the other person. The devil is showing up here, Capricorn. This is a Capricorn card. I do feel like he wants to sleep with you very badly. So he may do things in order to be able to put him in a position to where he can sleep with you. Okay. If he needs to give you a little money, he will. If he needs to take you out, he will. I feel like he wants something in return. Like if he's being nice and generous towards you, and I know it sounds crazy, but if he's being nice and generous, it's because he wants something in return. Yeah, I feel like he's expecting sex, okay, to be very blunt with you. He's expecting some kind of transactional connection right now. It's like I will take you out, or maybe I can give you money or something in exchange for a companionship with sex. You know, like friends with benefits or something. That's kind of what it feels like. And then the Four of Cups is like, yeah, he's not interested in, he's not truly, genuinely interested in you. Okay. So, and that's another thing I tell women, just because a man takes you out or something doesn't mean that he's serious either. Okay. Sometimes the man who's not even taking you out could be more serious than the man who is. Because there's men out there who don't mind paying for a quick dinner, okay, with a beautiful woman. Okay. I mean, what is it to a man that has money to just spend money on you real quick? Okay. $50 dinner, $50 really ain't shit. Okay. So it's like he could still not even be genuinely wanting something with you. You know, he could be expecting, sex or something. And some guys will take you on all types of dates and stuff until they get the box. And once they get the box, they out. Okay. So sometimes things are not always what they seem, you know, what you think it is. You just got to use your intuition, and just be discerning. Okay. Because I do feel like that's what his goal is here. So, yeah. You will start to see what I'm talking about. Is this ain't my first rodeo with readings. And then you'll come back then the next week like, pretty, you are so right. Yeah, he's doing these things because he wants to score. Okay, that's why he's acting like that. But I feel like as soon as he gets it from you, okay, let's say you did sleep with him, I feel like he would probably pull back on that. Like he won't be, giving you so much attention or something like that anymore. Okay? Because his interest in you is primarily sexual. And this is why I was picking up at first when you asked me how he felt during the date, I kept picking up on a sexual energy. Like he really wanted to just sleep with you, but he held himself back. Okay? Yeah, I mean, you can get deep all you want to, honey, but at the end of the day, the cards are going to tell you the truth. It's going to reveal the truth. Okay? It's guys who do that all the time. They'll give you a sob story and make you feel bad for them. And, but this is them trying to put you in a position to, hopefully give it up. It's simple. But from what I'm seeing, his intentions are not for a relationship. Okay. His intentions wouldn't be considered pure with the devil showing up like that. Okay. At all. This is him with the Six of Pentacles breadcrumbing you, giving you just enough attention to keep you around to get what he wants. Okay. Carrie, you are next, my love. Is the person, okay, I need to know this person's name, please. Your name is Ambrose, or that's the person's name? Ambrose, okay. Is Carrie, is the person that Carrie recently, reconnected with interested? Is Ambrose interested in picking up where she left off with Carrie? I don't know where you guys left off at. Is Ambrose interested in picking up where she left off with Carrie? Page of Swords, the Magician. Is this a newer person for you or someone that you had a relationship with? Because these cards alone show communication. Okay. But it's not a strong indicator of but it's not showing strong indication of romantic pursuit, okay, or wanting a relationship right now. You called. Okay, well, I will say the answer to that is she does appear to want to, continue to get to know you. The Page of Swords is a very curious energy, always, looking to learn and about whoever, whatever, and wherever. Okay. So that energy of wanting to get to know you is there. Okay. The energy of this person liking you is there. Now, is this a deep, romantic feeling that they feel towards you? No. It's more of a lighthearted, I like you, maybe I have a crush on you energy. But I don't feel like this person's fully necessarily trying to pursue this in a romantic way right now. Okay, so I do feel like she wants to pick up where you left off in terms of, like I said, getting to know you better. Okay. And communicating with you more, that type of thing. You have the Magician. This person is, apparently still attracted to you. But this person is definitely taking their time when it comes to making a move like romantically on you. Okay. Yeah, right now this person is more interested in talking, chatting, perhaps reconnecting, yeah, more of like a friend, a lighthearted kind of energy than something serious and intentional right now. Okay. Carrie, what's your sign, by the way? And what's this person's sign? You're a Libra or they're a Libra? She's a Taurus. Well, makes sense for that slow moving energy I was seeing. All right, Carrie, so you sent again. You said writing. All right, I'll be waiting. Okay. Then she ghosted. So, what is your question? Is she? Okay, well, I don't answer questions regarding people's, sexuality and whatnot. But I mean, what we can do is just ask if she's romantically interested, okay? But I don't answer about people's sexuality. Or, better yet, maybe ask, was she interested? Let me know if you want to do that. All right, so Carrie's attorney, BC, was she interested in Carrie? Was Carrie's attorney, BC, interested in Carrie? Was Carrie's attorney, BC, romantically interested in Carrie? You think she may have been flirting? Did Carrie's attorney, BC, have a romantic interest in her? Queen of Wands. This doesn't strike me as romantic interest, okay, at all. I think that she can come off a little flirty, with this Queen of Wands energy. She can come off that way. Obviously, it means she is a Libra. I mean, Libras are notorious for kind of coming off like they like you or something when they probably don't. Um, But I don't know. I don't feel or see that she was romantically pursuing you or interested in that, or even interested in you in that way. Okay. She may have felt like you are, attractive. That doesn't mean that she felt sexually attracted, but I do feel like she found you attractive. Okay. But yeah, I don't feel like it was necessarily that in her mind at all. Page of Cups, people can come off friendly, they can be, and they can be mistaken for, like, having a crush on someone or something like that. But I don't think it was to that extent that you think it was in her mind, okay? Because from what this is saying, I feel like the Queen of Wands is her, okay? And it's showing her to be this person who can be lively, energetic, and come off flirty. And the Page of Cups here says the same thing, okay? I think this is speaking to, like, about her personality. And I think you took it that way, but I don't think she was even, thinking in her mind, like, okay, well, I'm flirting with her. The Seven of Wands would suggest that there was some kind of, energetically for her, that she was kind of keeping that boundary. So she wasn't thinking in that way, okay? Yeah, see, she was just looking at this as a friendship. Not even just a friendship, but just like somebody that she was being friendly with. Um, that's just her personality, okay? But she wasn't flirting though. Yeah, I feel like she's seen this because the Two of Cups is clarifying the Page of Cups. She's seen this as some kind of relationship, but the Two of Cups is not just romantic relationships. It can come up for friendships. It can come up for, business partnerships, stuff like that. It doesn't matter. But I do feel like she's seen it as more of an acquaintance thing, like something like that. Okay, but it wasn't in a romantic way for her. Three of Pentacles is all about working together. You said she was your attorney, so it makes sense for that to be showing up at the bottom of the deck. Um, that's just how she's seen it and nothing romantic. Is she possibly, gay? No, I wouldn't say based on that energy. Okay, that she is. I am still open, although I will be closing soon. So yep. I'm about to close soon though. So Y'all, I'm about to get off. Okay, so if anybody else wants to send for a reading, please do so within the next 10 minutes. I just paid on Shine. Okay. $20. Let me check. All right, Chantel, you are up. You are up, honey. Ooh, you can choose whichever deck you want here, 1, 2, or 3. Replace my damn iPad. I don't deal with legal situations. I could just tell you if it looks negative or positive, but I do not get into the details of legal situations. So yeah, I'll be able to tell you, you know, if it looks favorable for you or not, but I'm not going to go into the extra details of it. All right, Chantel. What does Chantel need to know about going, her child's father taking her to court? What was that situation about? Five of Cups. Chantel's child's father taking her to court. What does she need to know about it? Um, yeah, this right here would definitely tell me that it may be more of a negative thing, okay? Yeah, I don't feel like it. I mean, why is he taking you to court? What does Chantel need to know about the court situation? The outcome with her child's father. Yeah, it doesn't look favorable, okay? You know, it's predicting a feeling of a disappointment, a loss, okay? So if he takes you to court, it's not likely that you would win, especially if this is some kind of custody battle, okay? Or at least even just the outcome may not be what you really wanted here, but to the court, it seems like it's fair, okay? Yeah, so you wouldn't let him cheat in peace. Obviously, his secrets got exposed and all this extra stuff. So the cards are also saying that's why he decided to do this. But the whys doesn't matter as much as the what's gonna happen with the court, okay? No matter what his reasoning is. So I do feel like it's gonna be a just and fair decision, in the eyes of the law or the court. Okay. Um, it's not going to just go your way is what I'm trying to say. So it does look a little bit more negative here if he does decide to take that route. What about your career? Looking as in what? Like, what do you mean, how's it looking? Um, be more specific. And when you say career, what are you doing for a living? What does Chantel need to know about her current career? Some kind of change is happening in your career. Yeah, and it may be as a result of you not focusing. Okay. I feel like your feelings for your career might start to change as well. Um, the Four of Cups is asking that it's basically indicating you may get to the point to where you feel, because other things in your life is not necessarily working out, you may start to feel indifferent, about your job, about what you're doing. Okay. The Four of Cups, it's a Cups card, so it's more of like what's going on internally or emotionally for you. So it's not necessarily something to where it's like your stability is at risk. I just think your feelings, your peace of mind, and stuff like that is what's getting in the way here of what you have going on. Okay, please remember, the more you donate, the more information you get. So, you will need to donate more if you have more questions. You ask about finances and all these other things. With this, Chantel needing to know about her current career. So it's like it's gonna require you to kind of just, um, I feel like you're just really gonna have to change the way you're kind of looking at things and dealing with things, because I feel like you're gonna get into, your feelings here and start sulking and feeling indifferent about your job and whatnot. Um, the Strength card, it does let make sure you're not making any impulsive moves here. I feel like you will have control over, your feelings eventually, but this is something you're going to have to basically be strong while you're going through this transition, because I just feel like your feelings are just going to start to change about your job. But I do feel like there will be other opportunities around you. Okay, so don't like shut yourself off to them at the end of the day. Yeah, so I feel like you may even want to take a break. I mean, this could be you taking a vacation, asking for some time off or something. And I know you might listen to what I'm saying, that, oh no, I'm not gonna take, but I feel like mentally you're just kind of in this energy to where you just need a break. Um and emotionally. That's just what I see. Okay, but it's a temporary one. So I don't see you sitting in that energy for a long time though. Okay, because after that, now we have the Ace of Wands. So that's the breakthrough. That's the passion for whatever you're doing, reigniting. Okay, So yes, you may there will come a time to where you're feeling, discontent, disinterested, but I feel like it's more so about what's going on um, in your current situation rather than the actual job itself, okay? I just requested a week off today. See, I knew it. Yeah, I see you taking a little bit of a break, and that may be what you need, just to kind of get your thoughts, get your mind and stuff together, to come back with a newfound passion and a better spirit about things, okay? Page of Wands, yeah. So I do feel that your enthusiasm and stuff is going to come back here, okay? But I think that break is definitely necessary for you. Yep. You're going to be feeling like yourself again. I do see a really good turnaround for you. Um, it almost feels miraculous, because you go from sulking, um, and just not being, present, emotionally present in your career, feeling bored or feeling just indifferent, apathetic, okay, to going back, to getting your energy back and your drive back and stuff. So that's good. So this is a temporary thing. I think this timeout is needed for you to just kind of regroup, um, and then move forward, okay? Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, you do love what you do. I feel like you love what you do, so that's not the problem. I just think that, like I said, other situations are causing you to lose focus and not be, um, as like into your job and stuff. Yep. So that's you sitting underneath the tree. What's your sign? If y'all haven't followed me already, please follow me on Instagram at Pretty Intuitive. Okay. That's why I post like channel messages and stuff like that. That could even be helpful for these type of situations. Okay, for your sign. Taking your child's mother to court because she exposed your dirty laundry and, doesn't want to be a part of your narcissistic, thing is nasty work. So, and what's his sign? That's because she doesn't want to be a part of your freak show, you know, your third party, your adultery, whatever it is, you're taking her to court. That's weird. So, what's his sign? You haven't told me. Oh, Capricorn. Yep, makes a whole lot of sense. And Chantel, the Six of Wands already showed up in your spread, and you did ask about a promotion. I do see a potential promotion there for sure with the Six of Wands. Okay, so you will get back on your shit. You know, is it stable? Yeah, I just feel like emotionally you're not stable right now, so I think that break is much needed. Okay. Message for the future: stay away from Capricorns. Well, should they don't go their way, they definitely will try to take you for all you got. He sounds like he needs mental help, honey. When you go to court, if he's whatever he's requesting, request the judge do some kind of psychiatric evaluation on him as well. Hi, no more narc. I love your name. He needs therapy, you know, he needs mental health. He needs a pill. He needs to, you know, get right within himself. Okay, because him taking you to court is not going to resolve his problems. That hell, you take him taking you to court don't. That's not going to make you want him. So what's the point of that? That's not going to make you deal with his cheating ass. Still, you know, no. Yeah, and then once he see that threat right there still didn't make you deal with him, he's gonna spiral, honey. He is going to spiral. That didn't do anything. Worst thing you can do to an Aquarius that'll definitely make us get far away from you is threaten us in any way, shape, or form. Threats, hitting beneath the belt, whatever the hell they call it, hitting below the belt, stuff like that is a no-no. So he basically signed his death certificate in your mind. All right, y'all. So I am getting off of here. We'll be coming back on tomorrow. Might do tomorrow morning. We'll see.